I'm interrupting my regularly scheduled video to talk about the 5-day and 5-night fire evacuation I had to experience from the Fairview fire in Hemet. I'm Jenna Bosiger, and you're watching my Cryptid Cryptids YouTube channel. If you also have a love for the wilderness, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it. We moved back to Hemet in 2020, and I really wanted a house that was anywhere on the outskirts of Hemet, because Hemet is surrounded by wilderness areas. And so we kind of got that, and I am close to the wilderness, which is not good when it comes to fires. We did look at a house on Gibble. It was in Avery Canyon, and it had amazing, stunning views. But it was one way in and one way out, and that house burnt to the ground. And on Gibble Road, 2 people were trying to escape the fire. They were killed by the fire while trying to escape in a car, which is pretty tragic. And I guess the fire department actually had to come in and rescue. I'm not sure how, but they had to come in and rescue people who were trapped in there by the fire because of the one way in and one way out. And I also live in a neighborhood that is one way in and one way out. But it was not burnt down. The first night, it looked like it might be. The second night, I thought things were getting better. And the third night was the worst. So I want to talk about my own personal experiences and share video of all that and pictures. But also, because this was happening to me, it forced me to look deeper into what was going on, the bigger picture, the problems, and solutions. So not only is this going to be my personal experiences, but it's going to be the problems I saw, and so then the source of the problem, and then the solutions. I left before the fire started on Monday to pick up my friend Sunny D for a visit and bring him back to Hemet. And my husband took these pictures. And video of the plane from our backyard. My home is up that hill where the fire is, and I was driving up to the police to find out, to see if I could go home, but obviously I was turned away. Tuesday, I had to take my husband to the airport for a work trip. Before I took Sunny back down to San Diego, it seemed like the worst was over and that the fire had moved. But then when I came home the next day, I was able to come home, but as I watched the fire, it looked like it was getting worse and closer throughout the day. They were filling up water across the street from my house, and I knew I wouldn't be able to stay, and sure enough, they did make a mandatory evacuation. But this was the scene as I was leaving my neighborhood, and this was going to be the worst night. And then by nighttime, the moon was red and the fire was below it, orange, glowing red. I could see flames. My neighbors sent me these pictures from that night. And then the next morning, I was not allowed back to my house. They didn't tell me anything if it was burnt down or not. I couldn't see anything. I looked online for any news and saw this picture. This fence right here belongs to the first house on my street. So it was very stressful. God, the rain came, and I picked up my husband on Friday, and we were allowed back in on Saturday. And by Saturday, the rain had come, and the storm's been dragging out, thank God, and thank the forces of nature. I thank all the firemen that saved my house, and the police who guarded it from people who were going in and trying to rob the houses and break in while people were under fire evacuations. So Edison was responsible for starting the fire in Hemet, but Edison is not responsible for fire season in the Southwest, for the drought, for the longer and hotter summers, climate change, or for overpopulation here. Somewhere there's fire experts. They can see all the fires. They know all of the planes and the resources and the manpower, and they do everything they can. Their first priority is saving people and homes, second, animals, and third, wilderness. I believe that the reason this Hemet fire got so far out of control was because they were busy fighting other fires. And I think once they save homes in one place, they don't just put out the fire, continue to put out the fire. They immediately go and save homes in another city. And they all are happening at once. And I think that's what happened with Hemet. Look, there could have been priorities needing to be made, like about maybe they had to decide between Hemet, Big Bear. You know, they try to do it evenly. They're not trying to play favorites. But the problem is, well, it's kind of like if you try to follow the money to find the problem here, what you will find is that no money is the source of the problem. Because honestly, the firemen saved my house from burning down. And I think that that's what they were asked to do. You know, keep the fire from burning houses. And that's what they did. And they were only given enough resources and manpower to do just that. And so for the entire time, for the first 3 days almost, if not for the first 2 days, 2 or 3 days, it was 2% contained at 2,000 acres. Then all of a sudden it was 5% contained at 12,000 acres. And then it was like completely out of control, but the rain was coming. And they probably factored that into the plan. I don't really know, but what I do know is that there was not enough resources to go around because this happens all at once. And Governor Newsom finally declared it a state emergency. And instead of 300 firefighters, we've got 1,000 firefighters and more resources. And honestly, think about it. If that Hemet fire was the only fire in California, it would have been put out in a day or two. You know, at 2,000 acres. But it wasn't, and it never will. There's never just going to be one fire burning during fire season like this. That's what happened. They happen all at once, and so we need money. To start with, we need money. But I also know where the money should come from. So firemen are the true heroes. They should be rich. That job should pay better. And they're the true heroes, not movie stars and athletes and models, but firemen. And that's who kids should be wanting to emulate and be like, you know, protectors, smart, strong, brave. I mean, and saving, you know, the country, literally the country and the people and the animals. That's a hero to the country. And so we need to create a fire science department federally. It's got to be federally funded because, look, you don't fight fires by yourself. So it's not socialism. It's got to be federally funded because we're not anarchists. This is what the money will go towards. Making a huge department with administration, with scientists, with grants to give to scientists to develop technology to fight fires, or, you know, I don't know, because I don't know fire science. You just give them money and they'll figure stuff out. And there'll be lots of planning and just more resources. And smart people, you know, will go to that field. And in college, you're going to offer those courses and encourage people to major in that, because it's a secure job with, well, you know, lots of opportunities, well paying, and lots of room for growth and stuff. And then this is how we get the firemen. So we make a program where people can come from anywhere in the United States, mostly men, and they'll do this training. And then just for like 3 months during fire season, they will come to the Southwest, be on standby. They have all their gear, and they'll have had the training. And, you know, they just follow, you know, the orders, I guess, to fight fires. And then they get paid. In 3 months' time, they get paid a year's salary. And so then they take that money back to their state, city that they came from, and spend it there, and that helps the economy. Okay, so where will the funding come from? Well, look, the entertainment industry, movies, actors, I averaged out like, say, $6 million a movie, but George Clooney makes $239 per movie. So look, tax them. Nobody needs to even be making that much money. It's not like, I'm sure, I don't know what charities George Clooney donates to. I don't know anything about that. I just know, I just looked up him. He's probably one of the top paid actors. And I'm sorry, George, you're only going to make, you know, $200 million in this movie. Sorry. Oh my God, so sorry. But you know what? He lives in a place where firefighters either have saved his home or will save his home, could maybe save his loved ones. I mean, this is not socialism, though. This is being a firefighter. That's not mandatory. But the tax on overpaid actors and the entertainment industry, they can suffer the loss for protection of their homes and their loved ones' homes and the country itself, the actual land. It's fair. So, that's what's up. That's what happened. And you don't need to be psychic to predict the future of fire season. It's going to be getting worse every year with drought, with the hotter, longer summers, and with this overpopulation in all of the Southwest, not just California, Nevada. So that's what the future is going to hold, and we need to do something about it. Otherwise, the whole Southwest is going to burn down. Every state. And we need to protect those wild places and keep them wild. And I think cryptids would agree, because most of the fires are pretty much started by humans anyways. So we need to step it up. Prioritize. All right, I'm Jenna Bosiger, and thank you for watching this episode on my Cryptid Cryptids YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you also love the mysteries and dangers that come with wild places, then please hit the like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, bye!